How did Princes Harry and William reconnect after their grandfather's funeral? What did Harry say in his letter to Prince Charles? And does he plan to return to the UK soon? Prince Harry returned to the UK for his grandfather's funeral without Meghan Markle, and we couldn't help but wonder what was going on behind the scenes with the Sussexes. When he later flew back to America right after the ceremony and a day ahead of his grandmother's birthday, the rumour mill went into overdrive and the questions kept mounting. But there are actually some pretty good explanations to Harry's unusual behaviour. Hi, I'm Joy, you're watching OSSA, and we have all the answers. Did Harry repair his relationship with William? Since Harry and Meghan told Oprah about their grievances with the royal family, the relationship between Harry and William has been seriously strained. So when Harry returned to the UK for the first time in over a year since Meg sent for his grandfather's funeral, we hoped it would provide a chance for the brothers to settle their differences.
It's pretty rich coming from a ginger, so I'm quite happy to get them on this one.
And they did. Kind of. The Daily Mail reported that Harry and William didn't speak before the funeral, apart from agreeing that they should pause their drama for the sake of their grandmother. Yet, after the service, they chatted and left together with William's wife Kate, and from an outsider's viewpoint, there didn't seem to be any hostility. In fact, lip readers have explained that they were making light-hearted comments about the service being just as their grandfather would have wanted. Body language expert Judy James also weighed in. She explained, "The moment of connection between William and Harry came right at the end of the service as they left the chapel. It looked like a genuine moment of unity rather than something contrived for the cameras." But what about the rest of his family? Did the prince spend any time with the royals? With all the tension after the Oprah interview, it wasn't just Harry and William's relationship that suffered. He's also not been on the best terms with the rest of the clan. According to royal sources, the funeral will be followed by a family summit to discuss the future of the monarchy, hashing out details like succession. As the new patriarch of the family, the summit was Charles's idea.
And I think it's vital to remember there's only room for one sovereign at a time, not two. So you can't be the same as the sovereign if you're the Prince of Wales or the heir.
There was also a second meeting held ahead of this summit between Harry, William and their father. However, this wasn't just any meeting. It took place while the three went for a walk around the grounds, so we have no idea what was actually said. But we do know that Prince Charles and William reportedly met Harry together at Frogmore Cottage to ensure that nothing said between them could be taken out of context. There's a reason the men met at the cottage. Harry was staying there while in the UK for his grandfather's funeral. It was also where he and Meghan lived before stepping down as senior royals and is considered by some as home turf for the prince. Now, Princess Eugenie and her husband live at the cottage and offered its use for the meeting before making themselves scarce so that the men could talk in private. Eugenie and Harry have had a close relationship since childhood and often went out together in London when they were younger. Sadly, the media has reported that the meeting didn't go as planned, with a source admitting the feeling inside the camp was that it wasn't the time nor place to go over things, especially at such an emotional time for everybody involved. But it wasn't all bad. While his discussions with William and Charles didn't amount to anything, at least Harry had one meeting that turned out really well. He finally had a chance to meet Eugenie's baby boy, August. What did Harry say in his letter to Prince Charles? But there's more. Ahead of his return for the funeral, Harry wrote his father a letter to try and explain his feelings and improve their relationship. An unnamed spokesperson from Buckingham Palace revealed Harry outlined his reasons for stepping down as a senior royal but vowed to respect the institution. Although we don't have any more details about the letter's contents, it was obviously important for Harry to attempt to patch up his relationship with his family. And while things with his father and brother are still frosty, he did reconnect with other relatives. Why didn't Harry stay for the Queen's birthday? After the funeral, it initially seemed that Harry would stay in the UK long enough to celebrate his grandmother's 95th birthday. Then, just when it appeared he would have another chance to make amends, he decided to return to the US instead.
Oh, really? Please.
Boom.
But before you think the prince was rude, there was a good reason for this. The Queen wasn't keen to celebrate her birthday because she's still mourning her late husband, both officially and personally. This means no party, gun salute, or new portrait of the monarch. In fact, some inside sources at the palace have revealed that the Queen decided to forfeit any celebration to avoid drama within the family, as she apparently hates confrontation. Instead, the family created a contingency plan for Elizabeth's birthday, in which an unofficial rota system ensured that the Queen was not alone on her big day, while also not being overwhelmed by attention and pageantry. The Queen's mourning isn't the only reason for Harry's quick return to the US. He's also just really excited to get back to his heavily pregnant wife and his almost 2-year-old son, maybe just to see a few friendly faces after a tough trip home. When will the prince return to the UK again? Considering that Harry's short return for the funeral marked the first time the prince returned to England after moving to America, and he left in quite a hurry, many people are wondering when he'll next be back in Britain. Before the Duke of Edinburgh's funeral, Harry was expected to head back to the UK in July to unveil a statue of Princess Diana that the brothers commissioned in 2017 on the 20th anniversary of her passing. But with all the drama and resentment after the claims made in the Oprah interview, we're not sure if that is still going to happen. The sculpture will be erected in the grounds of Kensington Palace, which was one of Diana's favourite spots, and will mark what would have been her 60th birthday. Despite the brothers managing to collaborate on the design of the statue, royal biographer Andrew Morton has suggested that Harry will not be coming back to England for the unveiling, but not for the reason you may think. As Morton explained, Harry might not go because Meghan is due her baby around that time. He could be changing diapers. How do Harry and Meghan plan to honour the Queen? As everyone knows, the pregnant former actress didn't attend the funeral as she was advised against travelling by her doctors following a recent miscarriage. Instead, she watched a live stream of the event and sent a wreath of flowers featuring some carefully selected blooms as a special message to the Duke, including the national flower of Greece. But some fans think there was another meaning behind the flowers, hinting at the couple's intention to honour the Queen.
To go.
You could have a daughter!
As many royal fans know, when Queen Elizabeth was a child, she had a little trouble saying her name and referred to herself as Lilibet. This became her nickname growing up, as well as a term of endearment for the prince, who often called the Queen Lilibet. Not only did Meghan request Lily of the Valley flowers to be included in Philip's funeral wreath, but the same flowers were included in her wedding bouquet. This has led to fan theories that the couple intend to name their daughter Lily. The name would be a nod to the Queen's nickname and to the flowers that symbolize happier times in the family. Then again, others have suggested that they'll name the baby Diana to honor Harry's mother. We'll just have to wait and see. For more info about the royals, don't miss our other videos about the family. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay awesome.